Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. Today we will dive into a topic that every DevOps engineer, platform engineer, SRE engineer needs to think about. How do you stay relevant as the industry evolves? So whether you like it or not, artificial intelligence is changing how you build, how you deploy, how you manage and monitor the systems. So in this video, let's explore how you can future proof your DevOps career by integrating AI into the workflows. But before that, why future proofing matters? So DevOps is a field that is constantly evolving. There are new tools almost every day. People are shifting to cloud platforms. There is automation in the cloud platforms. And now there is AI. Imagine if you're not updating yourself and your colleagues are adopting AI. They are building intelligent systems. They are building auto healing platforms. Then you will be left with managing legacy systems. But I don't mean to say you need to learn every new tool in the market. Focus on something that can significantly enhance your resume. In 2025, that is AI. I'm sure a lot of people might be worried that is AI going to replace my DevOps engineering job role or SRE, platform engineering? Let me tell you, especially from operations point of view, AI agents cannot replace your jobs, but they can help you significantly enhance your day-to-day activities. Operations job roles are quite critical, like DevOps, SRE. In these job roles, a lot of critical thinking is involved. You have to configure policies, RBAC, build the infrastructure. Companies cannot leave these tasks to AI agents. So you have to stop worrying that AI agents are going to replace me as software engineer. But if you're not adopting AI, you will be left with managing the legacy systems and your colleagues will take over important or good roles in the organization to build intelligent systems. Now, what is exactly changing in DevOps? Like Abhishek, you keep saying that, you know, add AI to your day-to-day activities, but what exactly is changing in DevOps? Is there anything new with respect to AI? Yes, there is a lot. For example, let's start from CI/CD pipelines. One of the common tasks of DevOps engineers. If you look at CI/CD, AI can today help you predict build failures. Of course, not the complex ones, but at least if there are straightforward issues like missing packages or version mismatches, AI can instantly tell you, even you don't have to go to the logs, you don't have to spend that couple of minutes. It can say you that, okay, this is the reason for the build failure. So what you can do, you can integrate tools like Copilot, introduce Copilot to your organization, not from coding assistant point of view, but introduce Copilot to your CI/CD pipelines. Introduce Code Whisper to your CI/CD pipelines. Or you can introduce Code Rabbit, which can help the developers from the pull request point of view. Even within your DevOps engineering team, you can add Code Rabbit for your PR reviews. Similarly, if you have or if you find any AI tools that can help you with suggesting YAML changes or pipeline fixes, start introducing such tools to your CI/CD pipelines. Similarly, observability, a very important activity for SRE engineers, in some companies for DevOps engineers as well. With AI, you can introduce AI ops to your observability. Today, it is very, very simple. Almost every enterprise observability platform, starting from Grafana to Datadog, Dynatrace, New Relic, you name it, and they have an AOps solution. It's mostly about how to use the AOps solution on those platforms, configuring some files, training it with some existing data. That is all that you need to do. So add AI-ops to your observability so that it can predict any future events by looking at the anomalies in the data. Incident response, that is, configuring the alerts, sending the notifications. AI agents today can actually trigger whenever there is an agent, it can trigger and invoke some Jira tickets so that right people can start looking at it. Imagine if you have to do this task manually today as an SRE engineer. So you need to first look at the event, you need to identify which is the right team, you head to Jira, start creating the ticket. You will save that 10-15 minutes by integrating AI agent into the workflow. Again, there are various tools in the market for it. Even if you look at ServiceNow, they have an agent for it. Cost optimization, in the modern world, we call it as FinOps. Again, even with respect to this, explore tools like Cast AI, introduce this to your organization, or there are other tools as well, but I'm just suggesting the ones that are popular in the space, or maybe Carpenter, and they can help your organization reducing thousands of dollars. It's just a matter of adoption. Initially you might think it as a new tool. I need to introduce a new tool to my organization, or I need to add a new tool to my workflow. But just explore it, perform a proof of concept. You will significantly see the difference. So these are some of the things that you can do as DevOps engineer to enhance your productivity. But Abhishek, what about critical things like Terraform, Kubernetes, Ansible? To be very, very honest, at this point of time, AI agents are still exploring this space. There are some tools, like recently I spoke about kubectl AI plugin by Google, but they are in a very immature state right now. You cannot even use them in your organization as a DevOps engineer. I wouldn't recommend them. For your proof of concepts, or maybe for learning purpose, yeah, there are cool AI agents, but you cannot use them in your organization. These are some of the fields where you can explore AI, but do not explore these spaces with AI in your organization, at least in June 2025. Maybe, who knows, in next 6 months, you might find an AI agent in the space, but not at this point. Again, let me repeat this. You cannot leave any of these AI tools to work by themselves. They promise to do it, but they are not at a state at this point. As a DevOps engineer, you need to constantly monitor them. Just introducing Copilot doesn't make any difference. Continuously look at the results from the Copilot. Is it suggesting the right changes? Continuously look at the results from Copilot. Is it commenting any vague things on your pull request, or is it actually making sense? Otherwise, there is no reason to pay for these softwares, right? Cool. So these are the things that are changing in DevOps, and you need to adopt them. But what skills do you actually need to adopt them? Abhishek, like, you keep saying adopt these tools, but from skills point of view, we spoke from tools point of view. From skills point of view, what do you need to adopt? First thing, very, very important, prompt engineering. People keep saying, but Abhishek, I use ChatGPT, I don't get the response that is expected. Or I use Claude Code, I use a lot of AI assistants, but I don't get the response that I'm looking for. The reason is that you are not good at prompt engineering. On our channel, we did a dedicated video on prompt engineering. I explained about one-shot prompting, few-shot prompting, multi-shot prompting. You should definitely watch that video and understand how to effectively write the prompts to get the response from the LLMs. In all of these tools, you need good prompt engineering skills. So these are the tools, but the skill that you need to interact with these tools to get better response is prompt engineering. Second, just build that approach. There is this skill where you are not worried trying new things. So this is not a hard skill, but this is very soft skill that whenever you look at a tool or whenever you look at something new, you don't have to be worried about it. Like when I say AOps, some people think this as a mountain, but actually it's a very, very simple thing to learn. So you should build that approach of not being scared. Just try out anything that is new on your personal machine, download that software or look at the steps from the official documentation and start using it. Then the other thing is, you know, understanding the data. This is not for DevOps engineers. This is for SRE engineers. And when I'm talking about data, metrics, logs, and traces, right? For SRE engineers, this is something that you need to focus on. And then AI agents. So this is one skill that you need to learn about. The software or the uh, programming language framework that I would suggest is Crew AI. I made videos on Crew AI, how you can use Crew AI to use AI agents as part of your DevOps engineering workflow. So use Crew AI to perform log analysis, right? Use Crew AI to maybe automate the creation of the Docker files to some extent, at least the skeleton of your Docker files. Finally, Python. With all the updates in the space of AI, if you want to try any new AI agent, if you want to try AI, you need to know Python, at least the basics of Python. That is, what are the different data types in Python, how to write a basic Python program, how to use Flask as a framework within your Python program. You at least need to know this. We have Python for DevOps playlist. If you learn that, it is more than required. So these are some things that you need to focus if you want to adopt AI into your workflow. One final thing that I want to say before concluding this video: AI is not a threat. AI is a force multiplier. So using AI, you can multiply the productivity of your day-to-day tasks. Don't look at it as a threat. Perfect. So I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions with respect to this topic, do let me know in the comment section. I will do a dedicated live stream. Every Wednesday we do live streams. So I'll do a dedicated live stream. I'll pick up the questions from this particular video and I will answer those questions. See you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.